Jurassic Park, another classic blockbuster that earns a spot amongst my favorite movies ever. Everything about this movie is perfect. There's not a single bad quality to say about it. I previously reviewed Jaws on my YouTube channel, another iconic action thriller directed by the legendary Steven Spielberg. And now it was time to tackle another one of his greatest movies ever. I always come back to Jurassic Park, whether it be for its iconic scenery, the music, the characters, the story, the vast amount of thrillers, or the visuals, which have held up very well today. Nothing quite hits home as hard as Jurassic Park, with all of its scares and suspense, especially for 1993 standards. So in today's movie review, I will be talking about Jurassic Park. We will explore why this movie is one of my all-time favorite movies, and also why it became another one of Spielberg's blockbuster hits. Before we start this video, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe as well as hitting the bell icon to see more content. Thank you and enjoy. For starters, this movie has aged well for one good reason. The effects present in this movie were some of the most groundbreaking in cinema history for its time, whether it be for the visuals or special effects. They add up to make the scenes even more powerful, with the best example being the Brachiosaurus scene where it's seen for the first time. They are also perfect for the showcase of Jurassic Park itself, creating this surrealism aura and overwhelming feeling of how big and magnificent the park really is. The best part of this entire film, and probably the most iconic of them all, is John Williams' music score, being one of his most many collaborations with Spielberg, this being his 12th. The main theme in particular has become a huge staple for the franchise due to its musical notes and perfectly matching the tone of the film, which adds up even more to the film's extreme cinematography. There's a good reason of a film aging very well if it is directed by Spielberg and the music being composed by John Williams. As if the dinosaurs weren't already likable enough to be considered the main highlight of the film, the characters are even amazing as well, to the point where it could even be considered that they are more enjoyable than the dinosaurs themselves. Seriously, Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, Dr. Ian Malcolm, John Hammond, Donald Gennaro, Dennis Nerdy, Ray Arnold, Robert Muldoon, Lex and Tim Murphy, and Henry Wu are all likable in every scenario. Heck, all the characters are great in the film, and it's hard to say any bad qualities of them. They are simply perfect. He is something that many of its predecessors lack nowadays. It has a very strong sense of terror, tension, and dread, much like Jaws back in 1975. It's like Spielberg knew what he was doing when making this movie, as he did with Jaws. There's plenty of moments that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's man versus nature all throughout, showing the bravery of our characters persevering through the danger and threats that come once in a while. Adding to its excitement and terror, the action sequences are still some of the most unforgettable scenes in the franchise. The T-Rex chase scene and the kitchen scene in particular are just iconic. And oh, of course, the final one where the T-Rex battles against velociraptors and ending with her roaring victoriously as the banner "When dinosaurs ruled the earth" comes down below. There's plenty of enjoyable action, all topped with the icing on the cake being Donald Gennaro getting eaten by the T-Rex while sitting on the toilet. Adding to its impressive visual effects, this movie also manages to exceed in both realism and modern technology by making the dinosaurs feel realistic as possible. There are plenty of scenes with dinosaurs that not only have them in animatronics alongside the puppety, but also CGI and guys in suits. The T-Rex in particular terrified many audiences back in the day, which is further proof on how advanced the special effects were at their time. This movie's sound design / mixing was excellent for its time. It was revolutionary for making the dinosaurs as animal-like as possible, making them sound like what they'd be like in real life. They mixed crocodile, alligator, lion, baby elephant, penguin, and tiger sounds to make the iconic T-Rex roars that we know today. And then they used these again to make completely different types of roars for the other dinosaurs present in the film, which is only one of the main reasons why this film has aged very well today. Finally, to make its characters even more of a charm to always stay engaged to, the voice talents bring a lot of depth into them, further showing this star power. There are amazing actors like Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, Richard Attenborough, and Laura Dern. Those are just my personal favourites, but the rest of the actors are perfect. In fact, this is one of those rare action movies where human characters are just as engaging as the animals themselves, which is extremely fantastic considering these days people mostly come to watch the monster thrillers and ignore the human stories altogether. This is only just one of those movies that does it right. Overall, my final opinion on Jurassic Park? Simply put in one word. Perfect. That's it. That's all that can be said for this masterpiece. Not only does it boost flawless direction from the phenomenal Steven Spielberg, but it is everything that you could want for a movie that has lots of good action sequences, tons of amazing characters, iconic musical score, groundbreaking visual effects, and an all-star cast. It's the type of movie that I go back and watch again and again and never get bored of it. This is how modern day cinema elevated the bar high thanks to this movie's impressive technical achievements. Kids these days will never understand just how terrifying and great Jurassic Park used to be back in the day. This is one that we people all grew up watching, spawning a huge fan base along the way and a franchise. All in all, this movie is remarkable. It's a timeless classic that should not be missed. Jurassic Park is a fantastic masterpiece. What is your opinion on Jurassic Park? Is it also amongst one of your favorite movies? How else did it bring modern day cinema to life? And what was your favorite moment in the film? Let me know in the comments section below, and also don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to my channel if you are new, and hit that bell icon to see more content on my channel. Thanks for watching. With Steven Spielberg pulling off all of his talent in crafting a groundbreaking blockbuster filled with terror, excitement, and wonder, combined into constructing a grand spectacle of cinematography, Jurassic Park is simply rawsome.